This week on Tomboy Tirade, we are live, feeding chickens at a Malaysian countryside village, or what we locals call a kampong.
That's right! Our guest, Fakkah Fuzz, one of Singapore's top standout comics now, was kind enough to let us stay at his countryside mansion in Malaysia.
Yeah, but you know what, Raven? Of course, things always go wrong. So stick around and you guys will see what we mean.
I don't know about that, Persis. I've been feeding these chickens for the last 3 days. How many more is our kampong holiday going to last? Nothing exciting has happened ever since we arrived. Fuzz hasn't even showed up. Where is he? Oh.
Chill out. Okay, chill out. Enjoy the fresh air of the Malaysian countryside, man. I mean, we're always stuck in a shoebox flat in Singapore, running around like comatose hamsters on the wheel. We're so stressed out that, we're starting to look like the shoebox.
Oh yeah.
Hey Tomboys, what's up? You guys enjoying my mansion in the wilds of Malaysia?
You've got to be kidding, right?
Yeah, man, dude, you call this a mansion? This is like a toilet with like a hole out in the back and like rain leaking through the roof here. What?
Hey, I know, it's not Scarface mansion, okay, but it's there, it's humble.
Okay, kind of like an understatement. I mean, it's like anorexic with like no boobs. It needs emergency plastic surgery.
Alright, let's get inside. Think it's gonna rain.
Yeah, quick, guys.
See, I don't see the difference between getting wet outside and actually sitting inside. Ah! What the fuck was that?
Lightning!
You see, insult some more lah. Now the lightning is angry with your sarcastic remarks.
Alamak, wait,
Oi! Kena size ya.
Sipping on my tea with these two obnoxious tomboys.
Yes, with a leaky roof as well. We are enjoying this a lot. At least we came prepared.
And I'm all wet.
As usual, you're always wet, Raven. Forever.
Yeah, you know what? I've never had a problem with women being wet, so...
Yes, poncho power!
Power, man!
Poncho power.
Poncho power.
Hey, so while we're all here, nice and cozy and wet, with Singapore's wet, craziest comedian on the island, let's probe a little bit more about who Fakkah Fuzz is.
Yeah.
According to this old brochure here, you actually started out in comedy quite a few years ago.
Yeah.
Did you have an alternate personality before that?
Well, every comedian has an alternate personality. We're not actually normal people. And it's crazy you guys name it like the whack craziest comedian. Like whack in hip hop terms is like, it's like this guy's whack, man. Don't listen to him.
He's gonna rock, he's gonna roll, he's gonna make you roll down the aisle. Please welcome Fuzz!
What's up, everybody? My name is Fuzz. I am your homegrown Malay boy, okay? Before I begin, I'd like to give a shout out to my Chinese brothers and sisters. 你们不用紧哦，我明白你看到马来人做表演很奇怪啊，可是我来这里不是要偷你们的东西哈。我来这里是要跟你们开玩笑而已 ，OK? Yeah, don't be surprised that I know Mandarin. No, because you know what they say lah. You have to know your enemy. Okay, Hey, no. Don't think I don't know you Chinese fellas, okay? At least one of you have told your kids before, 不要跟那个楼下的马来人玩了，you think I don't know? Think I don't know?
Like we discovered you a few years ago. The first time actually we saw you is like
Comedy
that's
master.
right. You brought the whole house down with this joke about Malay boys playing football on the field. Do you remember that? You remember that?
Yeah. I think that was an old joke. Every time somebody tells me like a joke that I did, and if it's like if it's like from 4 years ago and I'm still using it, I'm like, yo, I gotta retire that joke. I'm like, damn. You know, I've been doing it for a while, but yeah, you know, I've basically a stand-up comedian here. You know, try to get stage time, and it's been 4 or 5 years so far, so good. It's been going great. Yeah.
Is it like something that you felt that you was your calling? Like, you know, every comedian has an origins story, right?
Yeah.
How did you find comedy, or like, should I say, how did it find you?
Man, if I wasn't doing comedy, I'll be on stage anyway. You know, I'll be definitely doing something. I'll either be a hype man for a rapper, or I'll be a crazy person in a band. I'll be something for sure. Like I have this burning energy inside of me that I'm waiting to burn out. You know, I'm waiting to like, oh man.
You're like willing to burn out.
Yeah.
How many Red Bulls do you drink before you go on stage?
Oh man, I am a hyperactive person, man. You know, it's I don't know where all the energy comes from, but I'm not complaining at all because I see people and they're always so lethargic, and I'm like, oh, I couldn't imagine being one of that. So if I wasn't on stage, I was gonna do this anyway.
That's right. Very interesting time to live on this earth. A lot of natural disasters happening. Philippines has a typhoon. Phuket has a tsunami. Singapore, we also have. What do we have? We have the haze. Huh? What is that? We think that's an actual natural disaster, you know, huh? This is how pathetic we are. Even our own natural disaster, we have to import from another country, you know how?
People used to like my character and how I was, so I used to host rock and roll gigs. They would call me and they'll ask me, you want to host?
Yeah, and then?
You know, you make jokes in between, and you know, people laugh and they'll be like, hey man, you're funny, and I'm like, oh cool. And I saw this stand-up comedy night, and I was like, oh, okay, I want to give it a try, and the rest is history, man. I'm one of those guys that started it on my birthday, man. I started stand-up comedy on my birthday, like on 19th of September 2009.
Wow! So you're giving it away how when your birthday is?
The funny thing is, like, it's in stand-up years, I'm still considered like a very infant, man.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
5 years is very short. Like the people who make it, at least like Russell Peters had like 14 years of experience before he was anything.
Yeah, really, right? So I mean, are you willing to go that far? Because stand-up comedy, right, is really one of the toughest business. It's like the music business. It's really tough. You got to pay your dues before, you know, something just turns around, and like it's like the tipping point before you like, yes, you know, I'm in.
Well, like any other you know, craft, it takes a while to get good, right?
Yes.
That's what I like about stand-up comedy. There's no instant stars, you know. You can't get a guy coming in, the next thing you know he's famous. Nah, man. Like the guy comes in and then maybe he has a good first set, and then he thinks he's all a superstar. And next week he comes back and he dies, and he goes like, and you always go like, like Jason Leong, a friend of mine from Malaysia. He has this fetish where he loves watching famous people try stand up and just die on their asses.
So are you a writer, or you just go out there and just do it, or how long do you like, you know, need to prep before you come up with something new, and how do you find your inspiration?
I don't know, man. People ask me like, oh, how do you think of your script? I don't know, man. It just comes out lah, you know.
It just comes out, right?
I don't know, things that happen when you're taking a shit, and then oh shit, this is funny, you know, and then oh, you gotta go sleep, oh this is funny. And you just write it down, and you need to have it. You need to have it already in you.
Yeah.
You just make it sharper as you go along. You know.
Yeah.
I always believe that you can't really teach someone to be funny. It has to already be in him. But you can teach him to be funnier.
Yeah.
But you can't teach him to be funny.
Right. Singapore is changing, guys. Get ready. We're beginning to have a voice. Just late last year, we had our very first strike. Now, this is the story of the strike. If you don't know, a couple of Chinese bus drivers were not happy with the wages that they received. So, they decided to show up to work, first of all, on time, okay? In their uniform, and not want to put in any effort throughout the day. And they call that a strike. The Malay drivers just call that Monday. Chinese people, you guys gotta catch up. We've been on strike for years, man. I don't know where you've been.
Malaysia has a lot of good comics too, man. Yeah, I mean their parliament already is hilarious.
Yes. That's true. true, right?
It's like how to compete, right? The comedians have a lot. Their work cut out for them, man. The moment they say something funny, the next week Najib says something funnier.
Exactly. It's true. Because the politicians are funnier than any of us put together, you know?
Yeah, true. I mean, Malaysia government is one of the most gangster, and I know that because I've lived there for 5 years. You know, my dad was a Malaysian, and he has a house in Malacca, and we have a lot of relatives in Malaysia lah. So growing up during my formative years, it was like 14 to around 18 like that. I was living in Malaysia. We're talking 1998.
That's when the real comedy began, right?
Yeah, 2003. That was good, man. Those were good years for Malaysia, man.
Yeah, it's still ongoing. It hasn't ended yet.
So your formative years in Malaysia in school, what kind of schoolmates did you grow up with? Because did you get any trouble in the school? Like, did you have to sit?
Since you're so hyperactive.
Yeah, did you go near the principal's office all the time? And
All the time. I was in an international school, but it's a private school. So in there were either Chinese kids, who were sons of businessmen, okay, or rich Indonesian kids, and
who were also sons of businessmen.
and a Singaporean who just made it there because of the power of the dollar.
Yeah.
So we were rich, but if you convert our money to that, holy shit, So I was in that school, and get this, man, I was in a school in a country where Chinese people are more or less oppressed in a certain way, okay, to a certain degree. And I was Malay. Not only was I Malay, I was Singaporean. So high school was amazing.
It's very amusing because you get it both ways. So you can now whack from the left, and you also get
Malay,
from the right.
Malay also kena, Singaporean also kena.
Yes. It's like, are you a spy from across the causeway? Are you really our bro?
I don't know any comics that was the cool guy in school. You can't be funny if things are going well for you. Where's your pain? You have no pain. Okay, so.
Speaking of pain, like, where can fans connect with you online and like get free Red Bull supplies?
I don't know about Red Bull supplies, but they can connect with me on online. You can go to I'm very active on Instagram. You can go to Instagram, Fakkah Fuzz on Instagram.
Yeah.
Then there's Facebook also, the Facebook page.
Yes.
Yeah. Just that lah.
So we go there and see your selfie.
Yeah.
I get reported a lot. Yeah.
So when can we see you next on stage, man?
Yeah. Any shows coming up for this next few months that you want to promote here on the show?
Yeah, I have a show on the 30th of July. That's for LOL Fest.
Yes.
Yeah, just Google LOL Fest and I don't know where the location is. They're sorting that out. But just go and figure out where LOL Fest is, and I'm there, man.
So, yes, listeners, yes, this will be an impromptu show by Fakkah Fuzz. He could be anywhere in Malaysia.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's a specific location. You guys just gotta check LOL Fest. I'm not sure where it is.
Yes.
It's a festival, a comedy festival. Festivals are big, man, this year.
Yes. We just went to KL to see Joanne and Shahrul for Super Count in PJ last month.
That must have been a fun show.
That was very wet.
Yeah, that was wet.
Yeah.
We got really wet.
How?
We got sprayed on.
Really? By what?
A lot of really juicy comedy jokes and stuff. It was pretty cool. 4 women juicing it all out on stage. Yeah.
So everyone, don't go anywhere because we have more juicy stuff coming right up in the episode.
Yeah, like what? The news highlights. Okay, yes, we'll be talking about a lot of juicy stuff in the news highlights.
Sure.
Big news! Taylor Swiftie Swift wrote a scathing open letter to Apple recently that she would not be putting her skanky ass music on Apple's new music streaming site, which is their answer to Spotify, because it has gotten a lot of flack from musicians who are screaming blue murder about not getting paid. But the latest news is that Taylor Swiftie Swift has actually made up with Apple, because according to Apple authorities, it's been said that they actually do pay their musicians for the 3-month free trial period that they give out to their potential subscribers.
Let's get this clear here. Did Apple just cave in to Taylor Swift?
They absolutely did. It's extraordinary. This is one of the most tightly run companies in the world. It doesn't change its ways for anything. Google can't change it. Microsoft can't change it. Customers can barely change it. But Taylor Swift puts one thing on Tumblr and boom, Apple completely changes policies that they spent months negotiating. It shows that she has unbelievable power.
So what do you think about that, Raven?
Hey, question. Is Taylor Swift going to announce her presidency for 2016? Is she going to be like, I want to be the next president? I mean, she got Apple to listen to her.
I don't know.
She's going to get she's going to get the whole America to listen to her next. You know, she already did.
Seriously. Yeah. What was the stats views on the YouTube video that she released recently, which featured just about every celebrity imaginable? What's it called? Voodoo magic, black magic, or what is it?
Some magic. She's gonna take over the world. Taylor Swift will be the new American president in 2016.
That's right, and the theme song for her presidential election will be Bad Blood.
Okay, so on to the world politics. Former Florida Governor Jeb Bush.
More presidential election rubbish. Yes.
Yes, because it's the season. So he has recently announced his presidential candidacy, and the world mourns. Oh.
The question for me is, what am I going to do about it? And I've decided I'm a candidate for president of the United States of America.
I know. Russell Brand did a video on this recently on Florida Governor Jeb Bush announcing his candidacy, and it was so funny because he did some research about the family, and apparently they have ties with the Nazi in the Second World War.
Hail Bush! The last thing we need is another Bush to run the USA after all the controversies surrounding the family and the business ties with weapons and arms industry since the 1990s, like since Victorian times. Come on.
Yeah, this family's notoriety actually goes way back, you know.
Yeah.
So it's kind of strange that people still support a family that supports Nazi practices and was supporting the Nazi regime during the Second World War, and it's surprising that America is still pretty much hoodwinked by the Bush family. I don't get it. I mean, like, I understand that every country needs a left wing and a right wing group, but I don't know. I have no words for this because the guy seems like he's really dodgy. Like,
hello, I am Jeb Bush, and I am going to announce my presidential candidacy for the 2016 presidential elections.
I mean, fuck off.
Yeah, come on, America, shave your bush.
Yes, shave the bush, people. And speaking of summer notoriety, last year in Singapore, bringing the news back to Singapore, blogger Roy Ng was sued for defamation by Singapore's current Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong. Apparently, this blogger, whose last name I just cannot pronounce, what is it called? Has suggested that the leader had misappropriated funds in a state pension system. So apparently, he's recently come out, Raven, to say that he has no doubt that he will be financially ruined. But he doesn't really care because he wants Singaporeans to be aware of what is going on in Singapore so that they will vote for a government that at least be able to turn things around. My big question is, are there any sponsors for this guy? Can somebody just get him a good t-shirt or I don't know. Get him a good researcher first of all, because I know that he has, courted a lot of controversy, right? I mean, what was it? Like he researched like the CPF system or something, but I don't think it's correct information, right?
No, it's not.
So
it's as deep as deep throat.
Yeah, I don't understand. So you want to bring awareness to locals, but you're not entirely being accurate about the article that you write, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that's going on the island that I don't condone, because basically there's a lot of I don't know. To me, the imprisoning of Amos Yee is another situation that it's to me, I find it really funny. I mean, because why would you hold a minor in jail? Seriously.
Did he kill anyone?
Yeah.
No.
No, he didn't kill
Did
anyone.
he practice his karate chops on helpless foreign workers? No.
No, and he wasn't like the China bus drivers where he was just standing there in his uniform and, you know, not working. I'm not sure where they're going with this, and what is the message behind all this? What are we trying to take away here? Are we trying to say don't hurt each other with what you say, or what's going on here? I mean, you know, it's 2015. We're heading into a very technologically advanced world where there's absolutely no secrets now. Like everything is, yeah. I mean, like everything people say, everything people do is now, you know, fodder for anyone who has a mobile phone, right? So I'm not sure, you know, if there needs to be a rethink on how we're approaching, you know, freedom of expression, freedom of speech. In Singapore, in Malaysia, you know, there needs to be a total rethink, because people are not, you know, we're not living in the dark ages. We're not living in the 40s and the 50s, where the threats of the 40s and 50s are now the same. You know, if anything, the only threat is anonymous. Watch out for a hacker near you.
Chinese people, way too nice. Have you heard a Chinese pop song? Very nice. A lot of matters of the heart, a lot of scenes in there. What a scene, what she need a scene. I need a scene, oh what she need a scene. And sometimes they add an English word in between just so you know what's going on. No, what a scene, she needs, she want a baby. Oh, okay.
Looks like the rain is pissing on us really bad. I don't know when this roof is going to collapse.
The roof is on fire.
Are you sure? I think it's more like it's taking a leak.
Yep, I don't see anything wrong with leaks.
Yeah, that's because you got a sarong wrapped around your head. Hey, take it off. You look like some sarong ghost or something. Hey, anyway, let's wait it out by talking about our favorite Hari Raya moments. Faz, what do you look forward to when celebrating Hari Raya or Eid?
Eating? Yeah, pretty much that's it, man.
End of the discussion.
Okay, next.
Who looks forward to meeting your old relatives? Like, oh man, you again. You know, like, every time you meet your relative, how am I related to you? Shit, man, you're such a horrible person. You know.
Really? I thought Malay families are very nice and very gracious, right? During like Hari Raya, you starve yourself for 30 days. Obviously, by the end of it, it's like you have to be nice to each other, right?
Yeah, but you know, sometimes we starve ourselves for 30 days, and I wish some people will starve themselves for 30 years so they'll just die. You know, because I seriously like some relatives. Okay, sometimes it's, you got some nice relatives, but sometimes mostly when a bunch of relatives get together, man, it's always quite an ordeal. To just be around. I'm like, fuck lah, yeah.
I'm very curious because I know a lot of Indians, being an Indian, right? I know a lot of Indians do this. Like, we always compare who has got the bigger, jewelry, like who's got more gold in the safety deposit box kind of thing. Like, who's got a bigger car. Do Malays do that during your gatherings?
Nah, our idea of success is different, man.
Your idea of success? What is your idea of success?
Our definition of success is different, which to me still makes the most sense. Whenever, like, let's say if you hold a big position in a company, or you're some big shot that you earn big bucks, they're like, okay, they're kind of impressed.
Yeah.
They still ask you like, hey, you married yet? You have any kids? Because to them, like, they don't really care if you're a big shot somewhere. That's not my money. They go like, okay, but do you have kids? No, okay, then okay lah.
So that's the standard.
Everything else is not important.
Yeah, because it's not important. And if you think about it, that is your complete role as a human being on Earth. You're supposed to reproduce.
just to sow your seeds, right? That's the only thing that's your name, right?
And in nature, it's like that also. What? Animals. What do? They reproduce and then they
Yeah.
die off. And essentially, that's your role. As a human being. And to them, you're not complete if you don't
Yeah.
have a family, lah.
So what are your pet peeves, Fuzz? Like, what are your pet peeves about Raya? Is there any that get under your skin?
Pet peeves about Raya.
Because you're very observational when you do your comedy, right?
Yeah.
You're very observational you're very racist
Thank you.
on stage, right?
Yeah.
So, because you always like to compare the Chinese, the Indians, and the Malays, right?
You haven't watched me for a long time. I stopped doing that already.
Oh, you stopped doing that, huh? Yeah. But I saw this one show where you took the mickey out of Chinese people, how they die. How Malay people die on TV.
Man, that's quite a fun bit. That I did that last year at the Esplanade. And then I thought, okay lah, time to retire a bit already lah.
So you're not racist anymore.
Damn, you're politically correct now.
I've never been racist, but the pet peeves during Raya is normal lah. Like, when you see your own relatives, right, when they start giving you advice about life when they just got out of prison, and I'm like, really?
Yeah! Collect do it, collect do it, collect do it, yeah! Collect do it, rupiah, dollar atau ringgit, yeah! Collect do it, collect do it, collect do it, yeah! Makcik dah bingit, kasih duit, kasih duit, tiba pagi syawal.
So, in this game called Superheroes Save Asia, we are going to take famous comic book heroes and have them save the day for us in Asia.
I'll present a scenario, okay, Fuzz, with two options, and we'll kind of pick why we chose the superhero to save the day. So really simple. Let's start with the first question. Okay. So Raven?
Okay, question number 1. Which superhero would you pick to stop girls from being recruited by the ISIS? Avengers or...
Why would you stop the girls being recruited by the IS?
I don't know.
Why would I stop that? Maybe if the girls were in IS, they will be less terrorizing.
Hey, don't think girls who don't enter terrorist groups are less violent than guys. They can be more violent, okay?
Yeah, man.
Okay. So what is it? Which superhero? Okay, say again.
Okay, which superhero will you pick to stop the girls from being recruited by the ISIS? Avengers or Justice League?
That's a good question. Justice League.
Alright, somebody is a DC Comics fan. Woohoo!
Batman is in Justice League. Let's just stop at that, huh? If you count on him to protect you, he'll definitely protect you. And he has no problem killing parents. So...
Okay, question number 2.
Okay.
Which superhero do you think can help save Chinamen in SMRTs from digging their nose and leaving their boogers on the grab poles? Superman or Aquaman?
Why would you involve Aquaman in the choice anyway? He fucking is useless on land, man.
Yeah, he's in water, dude. That guy's in the water.
Yeah, I mean, he'll be at East Coast going, oh, you better not be doing that shit here.
Okay, question number 3, Raven.
Okay, cockroaches in curry puff, deaths from eating rojak and nasi padang, and rats in vegetables. So which superhero can solve this problem? Is it A, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or B, Ant-Man?
Teenage Mutant, because rats, right? They are quite familiar with rats, but they're masters of
Masters of
Yeah.
Rats.
So they'll be like, look, hey, Master Splinter, can you get out of that rojak right now? Come on, we need to save crime, man. We need to save the town from crime.
Okay, the next question is inspired from one of your shows from last year, Esplanade, when you talked about the haze. So Raven's going to give you that question.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's so nice. You all remember my jokes.
Yeah.
We love your jokes, Fuzz.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, who can save Singapore from the haze? Is it Hello Kitty or the
Sumatra,
Minions?
that's who. Okay.
Who?
Sumatra, that's who.
Unfortunately, Sumatra is not a superhero at this moment.
Yeah.
But if Marvel Comics or DC Comics is listening, you need to start a new super comic hero called Sumatra. Okay?
Yeah, save Singapore from the goddamn haze. Okay, so who wants superheroes again?
Hello Kitty or Minions?
Oh, wow. Those are two hopeless bloody...
I would say Minions because they can actually like invent something to like get rid of the haze?
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, I would say Minions because Hello Kitty is pretty much useless.
Yeah, useless, right?
Yeah, but the thing about Hello Kitty is more about the people who want Hello Kitty. Come on, the last time when we had the Singapore's worst haze, right? People were actually queuing out for the Hello Kitty. So we can't count on Hello Kitty, but we can count on the people. Maybe they'll be so motivated.
Yeah, but they didn't stop the haze.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think I'm more on the Minions for this one. Yeah, because I've never seen the appeal for Hello Kitty, man. Never will. It's a very Chinese thing.
Correct. I never follow a cartoon character that does not speak English properly. So, end of story.
Not even properly. She can't speak. She has no mouth.
Yeah, I mean, like she's on these notebooks, and people are supposed to understand the kind of English that she's spewing out. Like, hello.
Selamat Hari Raya, mohon maaf dipinta. Marilah bergembira dengan hati yang penuh ceria. Selamat Hari Raya, ku bersyukur padanya.
Hey, the rain stopped.
Alright, sunshine at last. Hey Fuzz, let's get the hell out of this shack of yours.
Hey, what shack, man? You know, I let you stay here free some more. You guys never charge you for GST, one MDB or one Malaysia, whatever silly abbreviations Malaysians use.
Hey, watch it. You Singaporeans are always world class this, world class that. Hey, world class what? World class char kway teow or what?
Ayo, guys, stop this causeway wars. It's Hari Raya, man. Let's get the hell out of here and find some Malay family's house to get crashed into and get some food.
That sounds like a good plan. See, only Singaporeans can think of these peace-loving ideas. You all Malaysians always want to protest.
Yeah, protest lah. At least you protest, right? You all sit in that shoebox flat of yours, whining, not doing anything about anything.
Guys, stop it! First, car keys, now!
Okay, here.
Uh-oh, the Tomboy Tart has spoken. All hail Raven.
Now get the fuck in, okay?
Aiya, you always lah. I tell you fast. What is this, man?
Let's get to the car, man. Let's get to the car.
Wherever Balik Kampung here. Okay, let's get ready to celebrate.
Oleh rupiah, rial atau ringgit, masuk rumah orang tak kenal pun tak apalah.
Fuck, what's happening, man? Why is the car not moving?
Nice. Singapore registered car lah. That explains a lot.
I'm revving it. Shit. The tires are stuck in the mud. Damn stupid kampung. What the hell?
Great. Yes, great. First I get stuck here with you guys, and now even my car's stuck.
Hi, what can I say? It's a stuck up situation.
What is that sound? Why is the car moving backwards, yo?
Hey guys, you won't believe there's quicksand in Malaysia.
What? Quicksand? What? Quicksand? Oh no!
My food!
Oh no! Ketupat, Rojak! Oh no! Cicak fun! Help guys! Help! Oh no! Biar sikit!
Kasih duit.
Well, that's the end of another in-depth and very deep episode of Tomboy Tirade. Thanks for listening, folks. If you enjoyed this episode, well, don't forget to subscribe to the show on iTunes and Stitcher and give us feedback. And just an important announcement to all our listeners, we will be taking a break in August as we'll be moving out of Podomatic at the time because they screwed us up big time. So we'll no longer be posting our episodes there. Instead, we'll be hosting our show on Blueberry on our very own brand new feed. Yay!
That's right! On 1st of September, unsubscribe to our current iTunes feed and delete the playlist and then resubscribe to our new feed on iTunes. which we'll be blasting all over the place.
That's right. We'll be posting it up on our website at www.tomboy-tarts.com, where you'll also find great tomboy-centric articles.
We'll also be putting out the link for our new podcast feed all over our social media too. Check it out on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Tumblr. Just type Tomboy Tarts.
That's right, even the dogs agree. And if you have any inquiries about advertising, collaborating, or appearing on this podcast or our blog, drop us an email at tomboy.tarts@gmail.com. Because we are everywhere, people! Everywhere, even in the village, even at your house.
Where your kampong.
Until the next 2 weeks, people. Have a great Hari Raya, and we will see you back here in the next 2 weeks.
Woohoo!
So
Ciao
and
adios,
adios, amigos.